Hello, Snack Pack. Welcome back to Travel Snacks. Or if this is your first time, welcome to the live stream and to the channel. And Travel Snacks, well, first of all, my name's Allison Sharp. Travel Snacks is all about traveling, eating good food, being kind to each other, connecting with somebody, a friend, a family, or another nomad, um, using the resources that you have, and maybe living in a different type of lifestyle, such as a car, a van, a tiny home, a truck, uh, or something like that. We're here for it, and we're here to support those efforts. So let's see who's in the chat. All right. Hey, Terry from Terry's Tenacious is in the house. Grant is one of our moderators. Happy Snack Chat Sunday. Hey, Robbie's here. AGT, he's another one of our moderators. Let's see. Hey, Kayla, I was going to mention that today is Kayla's birthday, so everybody wish Kayla a happy, happy birthday. Thank you for being here on your birthday. I hope it's been a great one for you. Let's see. Yes, everybody get your snacks out. Let's get this party started. Hey, Candy, glad you're here. Hey, Carol from Arkansas, awesome. Hey, Gina. Let's see. Hey, Don is in the house, and Gwendy Full from Southern California, where I'm at as well. Hey, my friend Adrienne is here from Many Roads, No Rules. So if you're not following her already, you should be following her on her YouTube. Hey, Carol. Carol says we got about 5 inches of snow for 48 hours and mostly melted today. It mostly melted today. I enjoyed the big snowflakes. That's awesome. I like it when a snow comes and goes. I don't like it when it stays. Let's see. Hey, Reverend RV from Open, Georgia. I haven't been there. That sounds pretty cool. Hey, Jane from Dayton, Ohio. And Jane, I did get your email, and that was a very interesting perspective. So thank you for sending that to me. You want your hour back? We're going to talk about that a little bit. Hey, Brenda from Waltbridge, Ohio. I haven't been there yet. Hey, Thomas from Northern New York State. Awesome. Hey, Judy from Georgia. I love Georgia. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Yvette from Ottawa. Oh, Philip, thank you so much for the $1.99. Let me give you a shout out. Okay, so I did try to get some more sounds, but some of these sound like apps, they're not as easy to use. So let's see. I'm gonna have to check some more. That's a new one. Thank you so much, Philip, for the donation. I appreciate that. Kayla is growing up on us right before our eyes. Hey, Katarina from San Diego. I love San Diego. That's kind of where I call home when I'm in California. Mostly like the Carlsbad area. It's like, I love it because I used to live there and I just love the area. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Butterfly Tracks. 19 years old. Man, I can't even remember back to 19 years old. That was like 100 years ago for me. Yes, I am back in the downstairs bedroom. So this bedroom's downstairs, and the other one that has the Native American theme is also downstairs. You guys haven't seen my parents' upstairs, which is really just an attic that my dad converted like a million years ago not when they first built this house, but at some point they converted, I don't know, it's a whole long thing. But anyways, they changed the bedroom downstairs to a full living room, and then they converted the attic to their bedroom. So anyways, this room right here used to be my sister's room growing up. But when I come here, it's bigger because she's older, I guess. Like that was the thought when we lived here as kids. But when I'm here, when I was building the van, then I would stay in this room. But my mom's in this room for sleeping, but I can still come in here to do the live streams. Hey, Elva. Hey, Sir Zachary Duval. Thank you. Hey, Gypsy Movement. How are you? Let's see. Butterfly Tracks on Planet Fitness, Wi-Fi in the parking lot, not very fast, I bet. Yeah, Planet Fitness, their Wi-Fi sometimes is good, but not all the time. Let's see. Oh yeah, if you haven't thrown a like on it, do it because that'll show YouTube that you guys like the live streams. Um, Also, if you're not subscribed, Snack Pack is the greatest community and so loving and supportive. You should just, if you want to like feel like a special place in your like warmness in your heart, just join the Snack Pack and you just got to hit the subscribe button and you might as well just hit the notification bell because then you'll know every time there's a new video or live stream. Oh, Revit RV, you made up Open Georgia. I'm from between Georgia, a real town. Oh my gosh. I've been to Kite, Georgia, but I haven't been to between Georgia. So maybe next time I'm in Georgia. Yes, I do remember when you turned 18, Kayla, you had mentioned that. So you are growing up on us. Hey Dora, missed you and the live streams. I know, I'm so glad you're here. Hey Casey Jones Mini Golf. Hey Mama Mert, how are you? Um, let's see. Well, just for those that don't know, I am in the Southern California desert near Palm Springs, California. And I'm here because several reasons. The main reason being that my mom was in the hospital for a while. Then she's out now, and I've been kind of just helping her get back on her feet and settled because she had a brain bleed. She still has some tiny brain bleeds, but she's doing really well. And I appreciate all the love and support and prayers, all the encouraging messages and everything. She's considering what she's been through. She's doing really, really well. We actually took our first little trip together, me, my mom, and my dad yesterday, which I filmed. So I'll make a video probably this coming week where we just took a drive, just to like get out of the house because it's important for her to like exercise and to like get out and do things. And it turned out to be a great day yesterday. So I'm really excited about that. So I am here at my parents' house for now. And also now that she's feeling better, my dad and I are working on some exciting projects for my van Simon, which I got a pep in my step combined with the time changing back to like now it's going to be lighter out. I feel pretty good, to be honest. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be doing on my van and things that I didn't think I was going to be doing. And my dad and I have been talking about it. So I might be here for a couple weeks just trying to get some things done. I also have an appointment with the mechanic this coming Friday. There's a few things on my van that need a repair. So the first and most important thing is I know I've mentioned this before, but it's gotten worse. When I first got the van, whenever I'd fill up the gas tank and just put it in that little lever thing that just holds it in place so you don't have to stand there, every time it hit the top of the, like whenever it filled to the very top, the gas would spurt out. That would be the way I would know that the gas is done. So it wouldn't just click off. The gas would just, that was whatever. So I just started like towards the end of like, I think I have a 30-gallon tank. So when it got close to that, I would just click off so that it wouldn't spurt out. Well, over the past month or two, now whenever I just try to get gas in general, actually have to stand there and hold the handle like at a halfway mark. I can't hold it like this. It just clicks off. So something's wrong with like the filler upper tube or not getting any air. So it's like shutting off. So anyways, I have to get that fixed because that's a long time to be standing there holding the thing at half and my hand's cramping up. And now like the gas is so expensive. Like, I don't know, that's a whole thing, but that's the number one thing. The other thing is I want the mechanic to check my brakes because nothing doesn't seem wrong with them, but I'm just going to be taking a long, I'm just going to be on the road taking long drives. So I want to make sure that my brakes are done right. My passenger window, once I rolled it down, the motor like stopped so it wouldn't roll back up. So I had to keep waiting like 10 minutes and I'd get it like this far, then this far, then this far. And then the final thing is I think my windshield wiper fluid tank has a leak, which is nothing major, but I just want to get these things fixed. So those are all the things that's wrong with my van that's going to be hopefully repaired on Friday. And then there's some really cool things that I'm adding to the van, which may not be done like this week, but I know for sure 2 things are going to be done this week and they're like major things. So I'm really excited. And I'll share that with you either next live stream, which is going to be on March 20th, next Sunday, or I know I'm making videos of these things, so you might just see it in a video. So I'm very excited about this. Let's see. Let me scroll back. Thank you, Philip. Let's get Allison to 50K subscribers before next Sunday. I mean, that'd be amazing. I'm like looking at the ticker now. Like usually Grant is the one that like sends me a DM and he'll be like, okay, we hit this milestone, we hit this milestone. And now it's getting close to 50K and I'm kind of looking a little bit more because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's like halfway to 100. And like some of you know, when we first started, when I was just trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So it's very exciting. By next Sunday, that'd be really ambitious, but hey, I would be totally happy if that happened. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Always throw a like on before joining. Yes, thank you so much, Kayla. We love having you here. My hair has still been falling out, but I did start taking some biotin. My mom had some, and the other tip that I got was to take some B12 or B3, a B complex vitamin. So I'm gonna get on that as well. But yeah, it's still falling out. It's not great. Hey, Leilani from Arkansas. Let's see. Hey, Karen. Yeah, some vacuum thing. Yes. Hey, Russell. I live on the Kern River, California. Would you ever pass through? Where's the Kern River? Is that in Central California? I don't know where that is. Yes, throw a like on it for sure. Robbie, if I want my window fixed, I could drive all the way to where you are, North Carolina, or I could just get the mechanic to fix it. I think it'd cost me more in gas for sure to drive over to you, but I appreciate the support and offer. It could be a loose wire with the window. Yeah, it only did it one time, but I'm afraid to roll it down since then because I could hear the motor running, but it wouldn't go up. And then I had to keep turning the van off, waiting a few minutes, and then turn it back on and it'd go up halfway, like a little bit, and then yeah. So I finally got it up, so I'm trying not to, try not to mess with it. Karen says, you're a blessed woman to travel with gas prices so expensive. Yeah, it is a blessing. Somebody commented on one of my videos that God works in mysterious ways because right now the gas is so high. I've kind of been stuck in place at my parents' house, and honestly, I'm saving money because I filled up my gas tank, I think last week, and it was $130, and that was almost a full fill. And I was at I think it was 470 at that time, but I'm not sure. So yeah, it's very expensive. That's my water alarm. We're all about staying hydrated. So get your water, have it next to you during the stream because we don't want anybody to get dehydrated and have to end up in the hospital. Yes, Gina, that would be cool. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Janet from the UK. Awesome. Hey, Charlotte. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. The hair loss, I think, was from when I got COVID. I've heard a few people saying that when you get COVID after the fact, it like messes with your hair follicles. I don't know if that's true, but a couple people have said that. And when I went to get my hair colored, my hairstylist said that she's heard that from a lot of people too. So I don't know, because I'm not on any meds. So it can't be from any meds because I don't take anything every day except for like immunity, like the D vitamin, C vitamin, zinc, like all that stuff. But I don't know why. Let's see. Dora says, will you be coming toward the east by fall? There's a gathering. Oh, what is the gathering? Let me know about it. I don't know. I'm planning to go to Idaho in like a few weeks. So I'm going north. 429 in Connecticut. Oh, yo. Right now, the cheapest where my parents live was, we just drove through town yesterday and it was I think 565 was the cheapest. Or was it 545? Anyways, it was over 5 and they live in a small town. So it's really terrible. Oh, Kern River, Lake Isabella, which is outside of Bakersfield. Oh, okay, I've heard of Lake Isabella. Yeah, I mean, I might go there, but I mean, not right now. But that's cool. Schoolie Swarm. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Awesome. All right, so let me go over a few things because I have a lot to cover, and then we're gonna get on to our mystery guest. So, hold on one second. Okay, hold on. Oh, hey, Rachel John Fleming, looked for you earlier and did not think you were on today. I promise I will get it right. No problem. I was doing them every other Sunday, and now I'm doing the live streams every Sunday, and then we'll probably go back to every other Sunday when it starts to warm up for summer, just to give everybody a break and just be out and about. So it kind of changes. It's Mimi. Okay, thanks, Dora. Yeah, whoop whoop to the mystery guest. Okay, I'm going to cover a few things and then we're going to bring on our mystery guest. um like I mentioned before, the next live stream is going to be next Sunday, March 20th at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, so put that on your calendars. Oh, Grant always has the fun fact snack pack. Tomorrow marks the second anniversary of the very first Travel Snacks live stream. Can you believe we've been doing live streams for 2 years? It really feels like I just started doing the live streams. It's crazy how fast the time goes by. And speaking of the time change, is anybody else as excited as I am? Like, I could not sleep last night, and then I woke up and I felt super tired, but I just woke up with such like an excitement because just being able to like get out and about later, especially when you live in a vehicle, if it gets when it gets dark earlier, you kind of have to just, well, as a woman at least, like I stay in when it's dark. So it just kind of sucks if it gets dark at like 4 p.m. But now it's lighter and I can take my walks in the like evening time at my parents' house. And then when I get back on the road, it's going to be like magnificent. I feel so good. The springtime is my favorite season, anyways. It just feels awesome. So, what do you guys think about this time change? I just love it. Oh, thank you guys for all the happy anniversary, live stream anniversary celebration messages. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday live stream. Time flies when you're having fun is the truth. Let's see. I think I've been subscribed for like a year and a half. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Grant says, I love the DST. I come alive at this time. Me too. Hey, Patty from New Mexico. Yes, a lot of you love the time change as well. More daylight. Thank you, Jane. Courtney says, I can't wait to hit the beach. Later light is very good for the realtors. Yeah, that's true. Snack pack trivia. Where was Allison for the first live stream, and who was the first snack packer to ever comment on the live stream? Yeah, that's a good question. Does anybody know where the first live stream was? I do, because I was there. And I know Grant does too. Jane says, uh, my favorite season overall is autumn. Awesome, awesome. I know a lot of people that love like the fall colors and all that, and I do love it, but I love the spring more. I don't know why. I just feel like it's just so refreshing. Actually, too, I think when you first started your van, I started mine. Oh, awesome. The time change means I get to go to bed an hour early. Hey, Tracy, the time doesn't change here where I live in Saskatchewan, Canada. I'm new to your channel and really enjoy. Oh, awesome. Thank you for being here. Hey, Kay Harper. Right now it's 4:20, and we're going to go on to our mystery guest in just a second. DST started in 1908 in Port Arthur, Ontario, Canada. I did not know that. Oh, yeah. Well, I knew it was New Orleans. And Monique, I did not know that Monique was our first commenter. That's a fun fact for me, too. All right. So, let's see. The last thing I want to say is Did I already talk about this last? Some of the times I get confused about some of the stuff that I've talked about on live stream. But anyways, I'm going to say it anyways. If I've mentioned this, then just tell me to move on. Um, I feel like a ding dong, and this is probably going to be one of the dumbest things I've ever said on the live stream or in life in general, especially somebody that loves food. But this whole time, I didn't know that chili powder, like the just spice chili powder, was crushed chilies. I thought it was like the taste of chili, like when you go to a restaurant and you get a bowl of chili, and that's like a chili flavor. Nothing to do with spices. It's just like, I mean, spices, seasoning spices, but I just thought it was like when you sprinkle the chili powder, that it was like the flavor of chili. So I recently made homemade chili, like vegan chili, because I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to eat more plant-based and cook more things since I'm at my parents'. And it called for 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And you know I cannot handle the spice. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna put this in here because it's gonna make it taste like chili. Bro, I did not know. I didn't know that it was spicy. And so I'm over here making like a giant casserole dish of chili, and I had to doctor it up so much. I had to put like sugar in it, honey, because I guess sugar and honey, like lemons and limes and apple cider vinegar, those are things that'll like bind with the oils of a chili and like dilute the heat. So I was over there just like putting all the stuff in. I fixed it. I don't know because I'm not a great cook, but I fixed it. So now it's really good. The chili's delicious. But I didn't know this. So they should put, like, I don't know, they should put a label, like a warning on it, because I wasn't prepared for that. I just wasn't prepared. Let's see. Butterfly Track says, today's my 3-month anniversary and I have 978 subscribers, so maybe I'll hit 1,000 today too. Oh, everybody go follow. Sorry, this thing keeps snapping back. Butterfly Tracks on the YouTubes. It's always so fun to hit 1,000, so that's a good goal to hit. Robbie says, I got here almost a year ago. I became deputy moderator, and I honestly can't tell everyone how thankful I am for all you guys girls. Thank you, Robbie. That's so sweet. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Yes, Gina, for sure. I did not know that. Adriana says, no, you're too used to chemicals and food, sweetie. Terry says, happy anniversary snack pack. It can make your eyes water. Yeah, I wasn't prepared. Nutmeg too. Oh yeah, nutmeg. Yeah, I didn't have any nutmeg. That's okay. I just found out what the divot in the top of the lid for coffee was for. All these years I have been knocking my nose on that darn flap. It only took 72 years. I don't even know what that is. Maybe I'm, oh my gosh. Maybe I also don't know things. Joan of Arc chili beans are the best. Let's see. I'm thinking about going back to being a vegetarian. I've been feeling wonky. Yeah, I feel a lot better when I eat more plant-based. Okay, so also we didn't mention this, but if you do want to donate to the snack fund, you can do so by hitting the little $ under the live chat, little chat box thing. That's a YouTube donation, and they have like really fun super stickers and stuff, but they do take 30%. So feel free if you want to donate to do that. But also a good way to donate is through PayPal. And you also see my Cash App and Venmo are on the top. And those are 2 great ways because they don't take fees at all. Donate to the snack fund just helps get me back on the road, keep me on the road, putting out new content. I have a lot of subscribers that can't travel for health reasons, and I've heard from a lot of people that they live vicariously through my travels, and I do try to make a lot of content that helps people like with their vehicle living journeys. So if you'd like to donate to the snack fund, feel free to do that in those ways, but there's never any obligation. Everyone's welcome here. You don't have to donate anything. And so don't worry about it, but I do like to mention it. And I wanted to save this little tidbit for now because I wanted to transition into what we made on last week's live stream. All the donations were put to the Ukraine efforts for people that are struggling in the Ukraine. So I wanted to talk about donations right now. And since we're going to be talking about donations in a little bit, you guys can guess how much we raised on last week's live stream and who the mystery guest is, because we're about to introduce the mystery guest. So if you want to make a guess of how much we raised on last week's live stream and also who the mystery guest, I'll give you like 1 minute, and then we're going to introduce who's waiting in the wings in the green room. I'm just looking over my notes to make sure we didn't miss anything. Also, we're speaking of subscribers, we're like 3 subscribers away from 47,000 subscribers. So hopefully 3 people subscribe today. Let's see. Thank you, Grant, for posting that link. Terry says use pinto beans and chili powder at start. So I used a 3 beans. It was like in a can. It was like, I think it was low sodium. It was kidney beans, pinto beans, and black beans, I think. And it was delicious. I like that rooster tail on your headboard. Oh, it's not, it's a Native American. Let's see. This chat keeps rolling back and I like it. So I have to keep scrolling back. Does donating via the YouTube money sign impact your channel the way likes do? I don't think so. I don't think they count it that way. It does go towards, like, because it's a YouTube donation, so they just put it towards like the one big pot, like not big pot of money. I wish it was a big pot of money, but basically with YouTube revenue, like the ads, I get sent the revenue through direct deposit once a month, and all the donations that come through this comes once a month. So they just like save it up. So I don't get, like, if you donate today, I'm not going to get it till whatever day they send, YouTube sends. So, but I don't think it has anything to do with the algorithm. I got up this thing won't stop scrolling. I got up one morning and made cinnamon sugar for my toast, ate the toast and thought it tasted a little off, but kept eating. Turns out I had to use cayenne pepper. Oh no, Carol, that's bad news. My mouth would have fallen off. Let's see. All right, so we got some guesses. Courtney says she thinks it's my mom. AGT thinks we raised $600, and he thinks it's my dad. Mystery guest Mimi thinks it's Adriana. Terry thinks we raised $500. Gwen thinks we raised $2,300. Grant says we raised $200 ? Mystery guest. Two sisters in a cocktail. Ivana. Courtney says hit that subscribe button. Yes, indeed. Janet says hope it's Ivana in the live stream. Gina says $750 last week for Ukraine. Hey, two sisters in a cocktail. No problem. Adriana says not me. Elbow cough. Terry says Rod Stewart. That's funny. Rachel says Ukraine efforts 2,783. That's a specific number. Let's see. Hey, Joanne from Elliott Lake, Ontario. Awesome. And second guess is Travel Grandma. Awesome. Chilling in my pickup truck, watching some of your vids. Never knew you did chats. Awesome. Welcome to the live stream. Baka. My mom once mixed up salt for sugar, my birthday cake frosting. Oh no, that's bad news. That's bad. All right, so I'm going to reveal the amount that we raised for the Ukraine efforts. I wish it was all those amounts, but I want to tell you up front that I know that some people did not donate through Travel Snacks, through the live stream. They donated on their own. So we probably did raise more, like in general, but just the people that donated here, and then I put it towards the efforts, we raised $210, which is pretty good for like a short live stream, you know? So that's how much we raised. And to some of you that guessed who's the mystery guest, for sure Grant got it right. It's my very own best friend, Ivana. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I threw you off, Grant. Ha ha ha
Ha
ha.
ha ha ha.
I'm so tricky.
She is so tricky.
So excited to
Um,
be on.
I know. Um, let's see. Let me just read some of these comments. So, for those of you that don't know, this is my very good friend, Ivana. Ivana and I have known each other for, I'm just moving this down a little bit. We've known each other for a very long time. We always can't remember how long, but it's been a long time since our kids were little when they were playing flag football. And it's been many, many years. I would say probably since 2000, I don't know,
Yeah, 2000. I don't know. That sounds
2000,
about right.
2006 maybe?
I'm really bad at math.
Me too. It's going to be around that time, 2006, 2007. So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So, and for those of you that have been watching Travel Snacks for a while, you will have already known Ivana because she's been in a few of my videos and she's been on live streams before. And she's just always been in the chats and everything. And she's just great. And I just love her so much. And one of the cool things is that she was recently, yes, blow those kisses. Recently I was in the Bay Area where Ivana lives, and we did a couple videos together. And we did a video about eating Ukrainian food, which I had never had. So it's some of the best food I ever had, and I just loved it so much. But I bring that up because Ivana is Ukrainian, and I thought that this would be a perfect time to bring Ivana on to talk about some of the stuff. As you guys know, we just talked about it. We raised the money last week for the Ukrainian efforts, and we ended up donating through Ivana because she's been following this with her family directly. And so one of the reasons, besides she's just awesome and I wanted her, my good friend, to be on here with me, but I wanted her to talk about where the donation went, some of the specific things. And before we get started on that, a little side note, Travel Snacks is a place to come and feel relaxed and have fun. And so we try not to keep it heavy and talk about anything political or anything that's going to cause people to be upset. But this is a very super important issue. And I think we're all on the same page, I'd say, with just being human and being caring about people that are suffering. So Ivana's going to talk about, I'm going to let her just talk and we'll just keep it moving. But yeah, so Ivana, if you want to talk about, the donation and what's happening and some of the things that you wanted to say.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to thank the snack pack because that was amazing. When you told me how much the snack pack raised, it brought tears to my eyes, and it's just so heartwarming, to know that there are people out there that truly care. And so what my family did was, our family that is like in the States, and we have some family in Canada. We pulled together some funds to help our families that are in Ukraine. And it's interesting because we had a family reunion about 3 years ago in 2019, and it was our very first family reunion. And I hadn't met a lot of these family members on my dad's side. And one of the family members, Elena, I think she popped up in your chat last weekend. Yeah. She's my cousin, and she actually lives up here in the Bay Area too. And she was really instrumental in helping us to identify who are our family members in Ukraine. I know of some, others I don't. And so we identified 7 families in Ukraine. And I'll get into kind of where they live out there and what's going on. But collectively with the snack pack, we raised $2,000 $210. And, that's when you take those dollars and you put it to what the Ukrainian dollar is, that's a lot of money. And so it was just like so heartwarming to be able to say, listen, we know we're so far away right now, but we just want you to know that we care about you. And in times of war, people need money. Like that is literally what they need to help them get to wherever they're going, or to buy goods of whatever is left. So I thought that was really cool. And, I made sure to tell my family that this channel was a big contributor to that. So I thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, so 7 families in Ukraine. Just, I won't go, in too much detail, but one of our family members was making her way to Poland, and from Poland, she finally made it into Germany. And we were kind of waiting on her because we wanted to make sure that, when we send money, I guess you have to put the city of where you're wiring the money to. So we're kind of waiting to find out from her, but she finally settled in Germany. The other 6 family members are in Ukraine. A couple of them are housing other displaced Ukrainians in Ukraine. Really none of the country is safe, right? But there are some areas still in like Western Ukraine that are not as hard hit as like Kyiv and Mariupol. So we have some family members there that are housing just, strangers, really, other Ukrainians that came from other cities. So that money, they weren't expecting it. Nobody was expecting it. They were like, oh my gosh, what is this? Everyone's calling Olena. Did you send me money? Because Olena was she went to the place to wire the money. She handled all of that for us. And so it was like, yeah, your family here in the States sent it to you. Just, we hope it helps. We hope it's something. So we have another family member that is fighting, basically, and we have some family members that are, some are disabled, can't really do too much right now. A lot of the grocery stores, the shelves are empty. People that are fleeing through areas that are still pretty okay, they're clearing out those grocery store shelves. So you can just imagine, and if you're watching it on the news, this I'm sure sounds familiar, but it's it's a hard time. And anytime that we can come together as a family, as people, it just helps give everybody hope, to keep pushing forward. So don't make me cry.
I'm like, well, if you cry, we'll cry, then we're gonna have a whole bunch of criers on this live stream.
No crying. So yeah, so that's the update.
Good. Well, thank you for sharing that. I know that it's like I was telling Ivana, like I'm not Ukrainian. I don't watch the news, so I don't know a lot of things, specifically. So, it might be like, well, why do people need money if they're in a place that's not hit? But Ivana made a good point to me, is like the government in Russia is not going to stop until they try to get all of Ukraine. They're not going to be like, well, we hit these main cities, so we're going to be done now. It's going to like ripple effect. So everyone is in need. And, just like when the pandemic hit and people were, hoarding toilet paper and hoarding food and hoarding, that's the same effect that happens in times of war, because people are panicking. And so, when you're donating, like, people need help in a lot of various ways. It's not just refugees. It's widespread. So that like really just like broadened my mind about what's happening as well.
Yeah. I was chatting with my mom, and she was like, she remembers, like, when World War II happened, what people needed was money. They needed money to either pay their way, out of an area, almost like an exchange of goods, to get what they needed. Not everybody is a humanitarian. Unfortunately, some people take advantage of times like this, and that's all. All over the world. But money was the one thing that people needed, and whether it's helpful to them now or is helpful to them later, it'll still be there. It'll be there when they need it. So,
Right.
yeah,
For sure. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard thing to watch. Me and Ivana have had a couple talks, just like you were saying, like it feels like watching like a fishbowl perspective, where you're like, stop, like this needs to stop, and there's nothing more that you can really do, except for pray and donate money. Like that's really, unless you're going to go over, and
right.
serve the refugees and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't have the means to do that, from being so far away.
Right.
So I am really grateful to the snack pack for donating, and it sounds like your family banded together, and I hope more families are banding together to just do what they can, uh, so that everybody can get the help that they need during this time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to follow the chat, but it's kind of hard. Like
I
on
know.
my phone, I'm trying to kind of keep up with comments without not looking at you, guys. And
Yeah.
anyway,
Welcome to
but
my world.
yeah, yeah. But don't you have it like at the bottom of your screen or whatever, right?
No, like it's on the side of my screen, and I'm using this app called Melon. And for some reason, I'm gonna have to write to them because it bugs me, because it's like when a new person, when somebody does a new chat, it like scrolls back down so I could see the newest one, but I'm still like trying to read the ones from before. So I know when we just started doing this mystery guest last week, as you know, with Marcus. So I'm gonna have to like get used to this, because when I'm talking to somebody, I'm really focused on what they're saying. So it's hard to like, watch the chat as well. Um,
Yeah.
but I do know that Grant and Robbie are doing great moderating and stuff like that. So Grant and Robbie, if there's some questions specifically that we need to answer, you can repost the questions, or if you asked a question, not them, but anybody, if you asked a question and me or Ivana missed it, feel free to post it again, and we'll just keep it moving. So all right, so that's pretty. We're gonna kind of move on from that topic, um, because it's so much heaviness.
Whoa.
Oh, thank you, Terry Stadacious, donated
Whoa.
$5.
That was loud.
Hold
So cool.
on, I get some water.
Yay, Terry.
I think somebody else donated, but I couldn't see it, and I didn't see it on the chat. So if you donated also, like a few little minutes ago when Ivana was talking. I'm trying to scroll back to see, but it keeps not letting me.
I'm just gonna eat my snack.
What are you eating? Are you eating mangoes or pineapples?
The second one.
Pineapple with honey?
No, not this time.
Okay.
But I am eating pineapple. I already ate my first snack. And now I'm eating my second snack, which I'm probably going to finish before the end of this snack chat. So that's not
fair.
No, it's not. My snacks should last throughout the snack chat, but I was eating some of them when I was waiting to come on. So here I am.
That's a good snack, though. All right, I found the other person. It's V Hinton. Thank you for donating. So I'm going to give V and Terry a shout out. I'm going to go back to my old standby buttons because they work for me. So we'll give V this victory. Hold on, let me turn my phone back on. And we'll give Terry better because it lets you like tap on it. The other ones, they don't. Like, I don't know. This is the best app, but they need to get new sounds because I'm getting like, kind of like used to those. But thank you guys so much for the donations. I appreciate that very much. That's going to help when I get back on the road and all the things that's going to be changing on my van. Let's see. Yes, we are strong together. Thank you guys so much. Yes. Okay, so let me just check something real quick. I got an alert and I want to make sure. Okay, YouTube was just telling me that I'm live, so I just wanted to let you know.
They're about
Yeah.
46 minutes late.
Yeah. Okay, so one thing I wanted to talk to you about, Ivana. So if you guys go farther back when I was in the midst of building my van, Ivana came through and she helped a lot. And also she and I did a video, and she in her real life career is a safety professional. And I know we talked about this briefly on that video, but we don't have to talk very long about it because I want to transition to another question. But just to start, for people that are like on the road a lot, do you have any safety tips?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
Okay, I'll give you one hint.
It's okay.
One thing that you do that I don't really know of anybody that's doing it, but it's smart, and I don't know why I don't do it because I'm lazy, I guess, is you do put on the message that's like, when someone says a text, I'm driving, I'll get
Yeah.
back to you when
Yeah.
I'm not driving. Like, that's so safe, and maybe you could talk about that or any other safety tips.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. It's good that it's keeps you from, any distractions. You can focus on the road. I have an iPhone, so I'm sure Droid has that feature too, and you can even change the text or whatever. And you can say if it's urgent, like, push the message through anyways.
Oh,
So you can still get it if it's that important. But safety tips, like, kind of what comes to mind is, and it's interesting, I was talking about this with a coworker of mine, just kind of with what's going on now, is one, never drive with less than half a tank of gas. And my mom always tells me that. Never let your tank get below half. When it gets to half, fill it again.
that's smart.
One, you never know when there's going to be an emergency of any kind. I think in our lifetime, there's been a run on fuel a few times. Two, always carry some cash on you.
Yeah.
And this actually became true when I helped my mom recently move to Oregon. She made the long drive to get to me first to San Francisco, and then from San Francisco, we carried on to Oregon. But she had a little bit of cash on her, and she had a little bit of a mishap on the road up to get to me. And, she was towing her car on a tow hitch on the back of the U-Haul. And there was a little bit of an issue that happened, and Cash and a gentleman that was nearby helped to fix it very quickly. So, she was kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure that there was an ATM around, but who knows if it was even working. So
Yeah.
cash is always good to carry. And a little emergency kit in your trunk is always good to have in your car all the time. A blanket, an emergency kit, water. Just don't have to have a lot, but you never know. You could be stuck on the freeway and it turns into a parking lot because of something major that happened ahead and you got nothing.
Yeah.
So, but
Great
also
tips for being on the spot.
make sure somebody knows where you are too. That's very important.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
When I was in my car, I used to push it like a gambler. I would wait till my gas light came on, and then I would try to be like, beat the end of the gas tank.
Yeah. No.
Because I thought, well, if I get stuck somewhere, I'll just get AAA or whatever. And that's terrible. That's a terrible way to think. So
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah.
But once I started living in my car, I stopped doing that. And also now that I'm in my van, it's not as easy to tow my van. It's bad if I have to get my van towed because it like
Mhm.
tips my van like this and stuff will fall out and like it's just bad news. So now every time, well, with the gas prices, it's different, but let's just say we weren't in this weird thing.
Yeah.
If I see a gas station and I'm half, like you said, I'll just top up. I'm just going to keep having it so that it's just available to me. So that's a really good tip to like make sure that you don't try to beat your uh, alert light on your gas tank.
Don't do that. It's not good for your gas tank either. When you let it get low, it could mess
I
it up.
know.
Could
I
mess it
know.
all up.
Okay, real quick. I got two messages. So hold on a second. Hold on one second, Tito.
I'm not Tito.
I know, but I say hold on a
Who's
second.
Tito?
A second, Tito. Second, Tito.
Oh,
It's a new language. It's a new language.
okay.
Okay, Grant just donated $20 for the
Grant.
people of Ukraine or Snack Fund, either one. Probably going to
Oh,
donate that to the Ukraine fund. Um, I'm still donating myself. I just feel like God is calling me to donate a little bit more. So um, I watched a church service today. The church that I go to when I'm with my parents, um, we watched it online today, and 100% of the proceeds that they get from any donations is going to Ukraine efforts. They're also sending people to go help directly, and they even called for church people to go. And I
wow.
like, if I could, I would actually fly over there and help, but I can't go there. So yeah, they're sending people to
Goodness.
Poland and helping whatever. So I'm still going to keep donating. So appreciate that, Grant, and let me give you your shout out with your special sound.
I need pom-pom.
I love that one. And then Tammy just sent in a whopping $50 for the snack.
What? Oh my gosh.
So let's give this one.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much, Tammy, for that generous donation. And hold on, there's another one.
You
It
have
all came
such an
in.
awesome snack pack.
I know, it all came in right at once. And Thomas for $20. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you guys so much for all the donations, and thank you, Grant, for posting those links. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna keep probably donating some stuff and putting some of it towards the snack fund and some towards the Ukraine efforts because that's where the greatest need is right now. And God always takes care of me, so I'm not worried about that. So let's see here. We have a couple people that say a couple other tips is to keep a jumper box in your vehicle.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. Oh, my hand hit. It wasn't a donation, but my hand hit the thing on accident.
Oh, that is actually a good one because
Yeah, it was Thomas Farmer that sent the $20. A AAA is good to have too. I do have AAA. I do have a portable jump starter as well. Hey, Robbie Kyles. No problem. Feel no need to donate. It's not a big deal. It's great if you can, and it's a blessing, but don't feel bad if you can't. Our friend Tracy Weeks has traveled from Australia to New Zealand. Oh, awesome.
wow.
The generosity is awesome. Keep a list of your medications and to send a copy to your emergency contact person.
That's a good one too.
That's a really good one. And a tire plug kit. I need to get one of those. I'm going to write that down because I think that's a great thing to have. I also, I've been putting off, but I think I do need to probably get some new tires, and that's going to be a big expense. I'm really like, don't want to do it.
I don't like tires.
I don't either. I mean, they get us going places.
I don't like them. They're so expensive.
Well, the thing that really like makes me crazy is that I had to get one tire when I was in Maine because
Right.
my tire popped. So now I have one brand new one and three decent ones, but the sidewalls are kind of cracking because of the weather.
Oh
Um,
no.
like the tread is fine, but the sidewall is like whatever. So now it's like, do you just pay for 3 tires? That seems weird. I want to just get 4 or like none.
You don't have anywhere to keep a spare.
Oh, I do have a spare under my van.
So take the newest one and make that your spare, and then you get 4.
Oh,
Usually you could buy 3 and get 1 for free, or
oh.
buy 2. Actually, it'd probably be 2, get 2, get 3, buy 3. Get 1 free. I'm not sure, but it doesn't have to go to waste. You can have a full size
That's
spare.
true. Maybe I should get the other one just because, yeah, you're right. I think you do get a deal if you buy all 4.
I think so.
So somebody also said a mini compressor for tires. That's a good one. Rachel says, put a list of your contacts in your vehicle. That's good.
Yes.
The charger that I got is, I can't remember the name, but maybe I'll try to remember it for the next live stream.
But a list of your contacts, I don't know anybody's phone number.
You're right. I don't either. So that's a really smart idea. Put that in the glove box. I'm going to do that. I'm going to write that down.
Yes, that is a
List
really good idea.
of contacts.
Gosh, back in the day, I knew everybody's phone number because you had to call their house.
Right. We had better memories back then. We had better memories because we had to remember a lot of things back then.
Right.
Not now.
No.
I only know like a couple people's phone numbers.
I don't remember what you said 2 seconds ago.
What?
What?
Where are you? Where am I? What's happening?
What is that? Oh my gosh.
Rebecca says, when you get new tires, take the best one and make it your spare. Oh, okay, that's smart. Buy 3, get 1 free. Yes.
Buy 3, get 1 free.
Yeah. I go to work to provide. I get money to provide to everyone. Let's see. There was another good. There was the list of medications. That was the other good one. I'm going to write this down. Maybe I'll make a video with like smart ideas for people that travel in their vehicles, which is a lot of people. An emergency contact. Okay, so the next thing, wait. Adriana says, take a photo of your docs and email it to your own email. You can pick that up from wherever. Ooh, email your docs.
Dang, these are a lot of great ideas.
And flares. I do have flares. Do you have flares?
You need a safety vest.
Safety vest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Smart, smart, smart. All right, so this next thing, because we're coming up on an hour, so I want to ask you 2 things. And take extra toilet paper. That's not what I was going to ask you, but that's a smart.
What? Let me check.
But that's really smart. Extra toilet paper, because you never know.
That is smart.
Okay, so the thing I wanted to ask you is like, you don't live in a vehicle. That's a reminder to drink water.
Oh, okay. Me too.
Good job, good job, good job. Stay hydrated. Okay, you don't live in a vehicle, but I've known you for a long time, and what I have noticed about you is that you don't let your job get in the way of taking small trips. Now, I know in your line of work, you do travel for work as well, but I've known you to make an effort to take yourself on small trips. And even when you were looking, like when you were transitioning from one company to another, job-wise, job searches, you did not limit saying, well, I live here, so I can only look for jobs here. Like I'm open to moving to another state if I have to and exploring. So maybe talk a few minutes about your mindset about that and how that's important in your life.
Mental wellness. 2 words. Mental wellness. I mean, it goes without saying we spend most of our lives working and time is going by so fast. Like I'm not kidding you. I feel like when this weekend came, the way this past week ended, I felt like I had woken up the day before, it was Monday, and then the next day I woke up and it was Friday. And it was like, what the heck? So, I just, with the sense of time going by so quickly, and having to remind myself that the adrenaline that I feel at work, that's called stress, and
Mhm.
that's not healthy. And if I don't put myself first, then I mean, what's the point of what I'm doing? The work I'm doing. I work hard, so I try to take, even if I could leave work early on a Friday, and squeeze in a Friday, Saturday, couple of nights, even driving distance, like, or a staycation. It still is taking myself out of, my current space of go to work, go home, go to work, go home, go to work, go home, breaking that up and just gaining a different perspective for a couple of days. And it makes so much of a difference. When I come back home of like, oh, I feel like I've reset, and it changes my attitude. I'm not as tense. And I feel like I'm yes, I'm working because I got to pay bills, I got to pay rent, but we have to reward ourselves too, right? And that's a way of taking care of ourselves, and not limiting it to, well, I work 5 days a week. Where am I going to go for 2 days? You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere
Yeah, and
that
you
you can.
don't let the circumstances of your living lifestyle stop you. Like you have a dog, so you just do what you
Mhm.
need to do. Like you'll find somebody to watch your dog or you'll board your dog. Like you
Yeah,
don't let like, oh, well, I can't travel, I can't do this because of this. You just
yeah,
figure it out. And I've known you to just, like you said, take little trips, like just to like refresh your mind and see something in the world.
yeah. Like when I came to visit you in San Diego, was it? It was for your
Yep.
birthday.
Yeah.
That felt like such a long trip, but it was like a weekend. But
Yeah.
it felt amazing. It felt so great. No, I couldn't take Jack on that trip, but you know, it was okay. And it just felt like such a long weekend that felt amazing.
Yeah, we packed a lot in, but we also relaxed too. Like we,
Yeah.
you know, it just felt like you said, it felt like a long, good time, and it was
Yeah.
really great. And I always try to encourage people to, make getting out of your house more of a priority because, well, obviously we had a pandemic and people were in the house, but now it's like freeing up a little bit. But it's so important to go take a walk or go meet up with friends or, like you said, do a staycation, do a like overnight somewhere.
Yeah.
We can't just keep working and never spending money on ourselves to like get like a little, even if it's a Motel 6, whatever, like,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know. So I think that's a great thing. Rachel says, when I was working, I blocked out at least half an hour a day in my agenda for myself to reset. That's good. That's
Oh,
good.
that's important. That's
And then the last thing, because we are on the hour, the last thing I wanted to ask you, and if anybody else has any questions for Ivana before we pop out, just make sure you ask them now because we're about to wrap it up. Um, the last question is, what are some of your favorite travel snacks?
They're not very healthy ones.
It's okay. It's real life.
I like to eat hot Cheetos.
It hurts my stomach.
Nope, nope, that's good. More for me. Um, I tend to eat unhealthy stuff when I'm on the road. I don't know why, but it's fun to eat and it like breaks up the boredom sometimes when you're on these just long stretches of highways and there's nothing to look at. Um, so yeah, chips, French fries. So terrible. But I'll do peanuts sometimes. I love cashews.
Hmm.
Chocolate covered almonds are yummy too. So yeah, those are some of my travel snacks that I like.
I love it. I wouldn't do the hot Cheetos, but I do like a good cashew, and I do love peanuts. I like, different varieties of nuts.
I
Um,
recently found chocolate covered cashews.
those are
Forget
delicious.
about it. Just forget about it. They're
It's
all
so
for
good.
me. I bought
No,
them all in all
no,
the stores. No,
no.
they're all gone. I got them all.
No, they're
Hate
for me too. They're for me
I
too.
hate them all. They're so good. Can't
Let's see. Some of the people said, Brenda says, I go to truck-ins on the weekend where it's only vans. I've never heard of a truck-in. That sounds pretty cool.
Truckin'. What is that? What is that?
I know. I would go there.
I'm gonna
Uh,
Google
oh,
that.
Thomas says Reese's and Nutter Butters. That yes, I'm all on that.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
I actually have a Kit Kat in my fridge. Isn't
I
that
don't
fun?
have anything sweet right now because I'm trying to stay off the sweets. But
Wait,
oh,
you,
you know what I did? I made date balls. I ground up some rolled oats. I
I'm
ground up
tempted.
some dates and
Oh
put some
wow.
cacao powder and some shredded coconut, and then you just squish it together and make like the little round balls. Put them in the fridge, and then like that.
I love dates. I haven't had a date in I haven't had a date in years.
Me
That's
neither.
true, and also the other is true. Did you look up a recipe or something, or how did
Yeah.
you?
I saw it on a TikTok, I think, and then I looked up a recipe, and you can make them different ways. Like you can add nuts to it if you want, but I am trying to stay away from the like extra calories. So
Yeah.
I just use the dates, and that's my little sweet treat. So I just have one. It's to me, that's just enough for me.
That
Um,
sounds good.
yeah, Philip says cottage cheese and fruit. I'm not a big cottage cheese person, but
I
that's
haven't
a
had
healthy snack.
cottage cheese. That is a good one. I haven't had cottage cheese in a long time, but I used to eat that too with peaches. I would do like the sling peaches and the cottage
Ooh.
cheese. Yeah, it's
Gwendy Full says watermelon, hot chili mangoes, not
mm,
clusters. I can't
yes,
do the hot chilies. I can't do it.
all that. Hmm.
Grant, I still have some snacks in my fridge. I ate almost all of them, and I gave some of my parents. My aunt and uncle came out at some point. They had some of the snacks, but I do still have some of the snacks in my van. I haven't even drank the iced coffees yet, and I still have some of the candy bars, the coffee crisps. The chips are all gone. Of course, all the gummies are gone. Um, but yeah, I still have some. Um,
Oh wait,
travel cheese. Huh?
what is sugar caramel fried cashews?
What?
Ter-
Who said
Terry,
that? Where?
Terry did sugar caramel fried
Cinnamon
cashews.
sugar.
I'm gonna look
What?
those.
I
I'm gonna
need.
look those
Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious.
It
Um,
does
Hold
delicious.
on, real quick. I'm getting a notification, and there's a couple things. While looking at this notification, if I learned this from, if you guys follow Glorious Life on Wheels, she's another YouTuber, and I watched a live stream of hers recently, and I love this one thing that she did. She said, if you have a YouTube channel and you're in this live stream, now's your time to put it here so people can follow you. I usually try to, if I know you have a channel, I will tell you people to follow. But if you have one, now's the time to put it in the live chat so people can, see
That's a
what
good
you're doing.
idea.
Yeah, I thought that was great. So thank you to Carol from Glorious Life on Wheels for that just idea. Ann Thompson sent $20. Thank you, Ann. Woo-hoo!
Awesome.
Let's give this one.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Let's give. Um, let's see. Let me scroll back for a second. Thank you for this. All the safety tips, says Karen. Thomas says one of the healthy snacks I binge on is cucumbers with pearl tomatoes drenched in white vinegar, salt, and pepper. That does sound good. I
Oh,
do. I
that
would like
sounds
that.
delicious.
I would like that.
I would like that.
Kayla's on spring break, so try to get on outside. And it's Kayla's 19th birthday today, so happy birthday again.
Happy birthday.
Baka says, I'm snacking on fruit roll-ups and jerky. I do love a good jerky.
Yum.
Robbie, $75. Can I afford this
What?
donation? But do I feel like I need to do something? Absolutely. I wish I had more, and I will work harder to get more to donate to the right
Oh
place. Whoop, whoop.
my
Wow, Robbie.
goodness.
I don't even know. That's like so much. Let's give you like
Just hit them all.
that was a
Oh my
conglomerate sounds.
gosh, that's awesome. Wow.
Thank you
What a
so
blessing.
much, Robbie. I'm going to donate some of that to the Ukrainian efforts and use some for the snack fund. But thank you so much, Robbie. That is a very generous donation, and I appreciate that very much. And I also appreciate you being a moderator as well. So thank you so much. Dono hype, whoop whoop. Dono hype is donation hype.
Oh, love it.
Terry's Tenacious has a channel. Kayla Stevens has a channel. Kayla, is your channel Kayla Stevens? Yes, God bless you, Robbie. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Gypsy Movement is the Gypsy Movement.
I'm gonna check these channels
Also,
out.
yeah. Thank you, Grant, for putting up the Glorious Life on Wheels as a YouTube channel. She's got a great channel. She's also in the San Diego area as well. Philip says, wow, my faith in humanity is restored. Thank you, Robbie.
Oh,
Money is spelled the same in any language. Amen. That is so true.
yes.
Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, I'm glad that everybody's putting their channels down. So, all right, well, Ivana, do you have any last words before we wrap it up?
I just want to say what I always say at the end of any get together is I love you and I love your snack pack. And I just hope that whatever you're going through, you're going to get through it. The bad stuff never lasts forever. So God bless you guys. And that's all. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for being here. Everybody give a shout out to Ivana for being our second and also wonderful mystery guest. I'm going to try to have them almost every week if I can. But thank you, Ivana, for doing this. I know that it was time out of your day on a Sunday. But it's always nice when we do stuff together as well. And I just appreciate you so much because you're just awesome.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. I just do.
No, I said it first. I said it first.
I said it last.
Love you too, Grant.
Thomas Veteran has a channel. Thomas Veteran. Rachel says, and to anyone else, even $1 helps. And if you add them all together, it really counts. That's true. Out on a Limb with Kim. That's another YouTube channel. Awesome. Dear God, go with us all. Watch over our journeys. Amen. Yes.
Yes.
I was going to do games with Ivana and I had some would you rather questions, but we are past an hour and I don't want to keep anyone because our moderators have a life as well. So we'll try to do some games at another time. Everybody's giving you some love, Ivana.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Ivana. God has the wheel, and so good to see you again. Beautiful as ever. Awesome.
Thank you.
Let's see. God bless you all and the Ukrainian people. Yes. Prayers to the Ukraine. Yes, yes, yes. Your family's in my prayers, Ivana. Amen, amen, amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next live stream is going to be on March 20th, which is next Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Awesome. And I would like to just say, like, similar to what Ivana says, if somebody hasn't told you today, you are loved. I love you. You guys in the snack pack and beyond are just amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Keep each other in prayer. Reach out to each other. Don't sit in your houses by yourself and stay isolated. Do your best to connect to people. Don't buy into the lie that introversion is okay. Even if you consider yourself an introvert, don't stay in that space. Connect with other people, even if it's for short periods of time. Share love with each other. Hug each other. Call each other on the phone. We're in a time that it's a very heavy-hearted world we live in, and we need human connection. So yes. Wherever you live, if you live in a vehicle, a house, a mansion, an airplane, whatever, wherever you live, connect with one another. And I love you guys very much, and I appreciate all the donations, all the love, encouragement, and support, and just keep being yourselves and being awesome. So I think that's going to be it for today. So have an excellent weekend, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.